Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And my fast cooking system has 4 attributes. The word fast is the acronym for flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. The fast cooking system is designed to make home cooking creative, but at the same time that is practical as well as efficient. And using the fast cooking system, particularly with advanced prepping, you have a chance to create unique dishes. And there's nothing more interesting with advanced prepping is to create dishes that are vibrant in color. Advanced prepping has a great advantage because it can provide vegetables of many different kinds, particularly vegetables of different color. So you can construct a dish of many different color to create a beautiful arrangement for the dish. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to create a salmon stir-fry dish. Not only great for the salmon, but also include many different kinds of vegetables to make the dish look colorful and enticing. I started with my Cuisinart 14-inch stainless steel wok with about 2 tablespoons of canola oil. I heat up the oil until it starts to smoke gently. This is the time when I season the wok to create a non-stick cook surface. This method is very effective in seasoning a stainless steel wok. In fact, any other woks. You can take a look at this video to learn more about this simple but effective seasoning method. I'm going to pan fry the salmon in cooking this dish, and then I will stir fry other vegetable contents with the salmon. Now this method is very effective in create salmon that has a crispy skin texture. This makes the skin flavorful. In fact, when you cook it with this method, it makes the skin of the salmon much more delicious, and it greatly enhances the culinary experience of eating the salmon. This method actually is very similar if you were grilling the salmon. When you cook this dish, it is extremely important that the oil temperature has to be as hot as possible. This will allow the skin to char rapidly. Since the salmon is cut in thin slices, it cooks very quickly. But the important thing is that to be able to char the skin, because once the skin is charred, it will drive out the oil underneath the skin, and it will make the salmon taste delicious. Because the salmon is cut in very thin slices, they can be cooked very quickly, and usually in about 90 to 100 seconds, the salmon will be ready, and you can turn them over because the skin will be nicely charred. The high heat is also important to keep the inside of the salmon tender and moist, because under high heat the outside of the salmon will be cooked very rapidly, but the inside of the salmon will remain lightly cooked. In the beginning, you might not cook the salmon perfectly. You might overcook it or you might undercook it. But after you cook it a few times, you will have the experience and you know when you will turn the salmon over and when the salmon is about done. And the next step is that I'm going to add some vegetables to the salmon. I will first add some thinly sliced portobello mushroom. Now mushroom will soak up oil readily. As you can see, there's about a lot of oil in the bottom of the wok. This is the oil driven by the heat from the skin of the salmon. However, these oils are highly nutritious because it contains omega-3 fatty acid. When you add the mushroom, you will notice that the oil will deplete very rapidly, being absorbed by the mushroom. Next, I add some purple cabbage. The purple cabbage is already in my advanced prepping. I follow them by add some asparagus. I also have in my advanced prepping. And this is the benefit of advanced prepping because now I can use as little or as much of the ingredients that I would like. I don't have to worry about wasting them because I know I will always be able to use them in other dishes. Advanced prepping provides this option in making choices, and it's particularly suitable for you to use different vegetable ingredients in a dish in creating a vegetable medley and you can change the combinations as well as change the ratio that you put into the dish. And now I switch to my wok spatula and I stir fry everything together. After stir frying for about 30 to 40 seconds, I add some colored bell pepper. This is then followed by adding some romaine lettuce. Now I add the bell pepper and the romaine lettuce at a later time point because I only want to cook them very lightly. This is an example or a demonstration of sequential stir frying. You add different ingredients to your dish, depend on how long you want to cook them. For those who want to cook them longer, you add them at a later time point of the cooking process. This will allow you to cook all the ingredients to precisely the same texture or the perfect texture. Last but not the least, I add some cherry tomatoes. Again, I do not want to overcook the cherry tomatoes. That's why I add way at the end. By now, the dish is almost done. I turn off the heat and I'm ready to season the dish. I'm going to season the dish with a small amount of a Kindest teriyaki sauce. The reason I only add a small amount because this dish is already rich in natural flavor with all the ingredients that are added to this dish, and the teriyaki sauce provides just an extra touch to make the dish more interesting. A few quick stir, the dish is ready to serve. And the total cook time of this really beautiful and complex dish is only about 8 minutes. Cooking this dish would not be possible without advanced prepping because you will have to spend a lot of time to prep all these different ingredients, and some of them you only use a very small amount. With advanced prepping, it will allow you to choose how much you want to use. And having advanced prepping, you will have different type of vegetable available to you, so you can create a medley depending on how you would like it to be. Now in this case, I create this medley partly with the color combination in mind. As you can see, this makes a very colorful dish with this different type of vegetables in it. But of course, it also has great nutritional value. And there's always the saying is that eat the color of the rainbow. And when you cook vegetable dishes, particularly in a vegetable medley, it is possible for you to create amazing color. It's almost like a tapestry of artwork. So I would strongly recommend you to do advanced prepping. Just think about the advantage that you have in create food that look wonderful in its presentation. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine. If you would like to adopt my fast cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.